Hey, how we all doing? Today I'm going to do some Hackviser. Going to do some warm-ups. So we've got the stage 2 warm-ups here. We've got stage 3. I'm going to start on stage 2. Going to do the Discover Lernaean room here. This warm-up machine focuses on teaching how to perform directory scanning on Apache and SSH services, brute force attacks, and how to exploit common application vulnerabilities. It is recommended for practicing how to discover and exploit security vulnerabilities on web servers and SSH protocols. Okay, so we've already got our VPN set up here. Mine's 10.8.1.225. Yours will be different. So we'll go to warm up. And we'll start the machine. So just wait for an IP to come up here. And the first question is, which ports are open? So we've got Kali Linux running here. So we'll do an nmap. And we'll search all ports, do a T4 for a faster scan, and -A will be scripts, service versions, and operating system. So just wait till we get an IP come up here. And there we go, we've got our IP. So we'll copy that and just paste it in there, and we'll run that. And while that's running, have a look at the next question. What is the version of the service running on port 80? So we'll just wait for our nmap scan to finish. We know we've got something on port 80 that's saying that, so we can have a look on the website, on the browser, see if, and we've got an Apache 2 Debian default page here. That's a pretty standard default page for Apache. So we'll have a look at our nmap scan, see how it's going. No, it's still got 12 minutes to go, so I'll just pause the video while that's running. Let me pause the video. Okay, we're back. This scan's still taking a long time. 3 minutes to go, but while that's running, I can have a look at the next question, because we know we've got port 80 open. So, what is the version? We don't know that one yet, but what is the name of the directory found using the directory scanner tool? So we can run a directory scan, do a dir search, and we'll put our IP in here. And we're going to filter out 403 and 404 responses, and we've got 50 threads. So we'll run that, and we'll see how nmap scan's going. Still going. There's a quicker way to do a scan for the ports too. We could use a Rust scan. So we go Rust scan. And we'll put our IP in there, and this also does an nmap as well, so it checks the service versions and scripts. So we can run the Rust scan, and straight away we can see we've got port 22 and port 80 open. Looks like that's the only ports open, there's nothing else that's coming up, but it takes time sometimes. So have a look. This one, it's got 2 minutes to go. So as you can see, Rust scan's a lot quicker. So it's scanning for all directories, hidden directories on the web server. So see what we can find there with a dir search scan there. And it looks like it's only found port 22 and port 80. So the answer to our first question, which ports are open, it'll be 22 and 80. And we'll just wait for the service version to come up. It hasn't found anything yet there. And how long's this got to go? Still 2 minutes. A slow scan, that one. Might just cancel that one, and we'll run it again, but we'll use the dash min dash rate 5000. That'll make it run a lot quicker. And we can see it's only found port 22 and port 80. There's no other ports open, and now it's doing the nmap scan to try and find service versions. And what do we got here? Still nothing. Still scanning. And this one's a lot quicker, as you can see. It's only got 25 seconds to go. Just sometimes it misses ports because it's scanning really fast. That's why you use rush scan as well, so check it doesn't miss any ports. But it's usually pretty accurate. 3 seconds. And we can see we've got file manager there. So there's our directory file manager. So have a look at the questions. What is the name of directory you found using directory scanner tool? And that is file manager. So if we go up here and we'll put in our file manager there. And it's going to tiny file manager. And we need a username and password here. We don't know the username and password, but because it's tiny file manager, we can always Google it. So let's have a look and see. We'll say tiny file manager and default credentials, and have a look and see what comes up. And we see here we've got default username and password admin at 123, or there's user 12345. So there's 2 different ones you can try. So let's have a look at. Let's try admin at 123, see if that works. So admin for the username, and admin at 123. Try and sign in with that. Login failed, invalid username and password. Alright. So what was the other one? User and 12345. So try that. User and 12345. It's not a very secure password, but we're in. Okay. So we found our default credentials to get in. What other questions have we got? What is the username and password you have found to log in to File Manager? So we've got user 12345 is the answer there. So we can answer some of these other questions. What is the version of the service running on port 80? So if we have a look, we can stop that scan now because we've found what we need to find there. And we'll quit that. and we can see we've got port 80 is open, and the service version is Apache HTTPD 2.456. We're running a Linux machine, and we've got port 22 open SSH. So that's our Rust scan, and also our Nmap scan. It's found the same thing. Port 22 is open and port 80. So it's got the same for both of those. Alright, so let's have a look at the next question. What is the last username added to the computer? So we have a look on our tiny file manager, and we have a look in home. We can see the last username added is, this one was added on the 12th of the 2023. Last username here. So I'd say it's Rock. Rock is the owner. So the answer is Rock. What's the next question? What is the password for user Rock? Okay, so we need to find the password. We know it's user Rock. We don't have any passwords here. If we click on here, we've got bash history. There's no passwords anywhere here. So what we'll do is we know we've got port 22 open SSH, so we'll try and crack the SSH password. Alright, so we'll do a hydra. Use hydra to try and crack the password, and we know it's user rock. And we're going to use the word list, USR share, word list, hit tab, and we can see we've got rocku.txt there, so we'll try rocku.txt because that's the one that's got lots of passwords that are common in it. And we need to put our IP address, which was here, so we'll copy that. And we're going to try and crack the SSH password, so we'll run that. And it's attacking SSH, trying to find the password for user rock. And hopefully it won't take too long. While that's running, we're going to have a look at the next question. What is the first command executed by user rock? There's only one more question to answer. So once we get if we can get the user rock's password, we can log in SSH and get into the target machine. So just wait, hopefully this won't take too long to finish. And while that's running, I also want to talk about on Hackviser, there's a certification you can do at the moment, which is really good. You can learn a lot from it. It's the CAPT certificate certified associate penetration tester, and it enables you to learn penetration testing techniques through hands-on exercises based on real-world scenarios. Provides official validation of your technical competence in the field, and it's free at the moment, so it's really good to do. So you can have a look at the details. And we can see I've got my certificate there. Skills you can learn: Linux fundamentals, web fundamentals, network security tools, cryptography, Windows fundamentals, ethical hacking, web security, vulnerability analysis, OSINT techniques, network fundamentals, penetration testing, privilege escalation, system auditing, and social engineering. And as you can see, it's normally $3.99, but it's free at the moment, so it's a good time to do it. You just need to get a subscription with Hackviser. So if you have a look at the modules, you've got all these to complete. And you've got URL encoding, base64, SHA-1, MD5. There's a few scenarios you've got to complete using Burp Suite, directory scan, subdomains, dictionary attacks. There's cross-site scripting, SQL injection, SQL map, command injection, file inclusion, unrestricted file upload, MIME type filter bypassing, IDOR, insecure direct object referencing, broken authentication, and we've got a few of these warm-ups to do, which we're doing this one right now, so you've got to do that one as part of the certificate. And also got a few other ones here, Venomous, Satellite. You got to do remote code execution on using the Laravel framework, privilege escalation techniques. You've got Linux and Windows. All these, Moonshade, Spooler, social engineering with phishing, Void. So we've got real world scenarios, Void, Rivalry, Data Heist, and Shadow Track. So there's plenty there to do, and they'll keep you busy for a while, and it's a really good learning experience. So I highly recommend it. Anyway, let's go back to the warm-up. And let's see how our... And there we go, we got our attacked SSH, we got the password 777777. How many sevens is that? 1, 2, 3, 7 sevens, and it's logging as rock. So now we'll do a SSH, use as rock, and add our IP address, and we'll say yes there. And it's asking for the password, which we know is, we just cracked it, 7777. So what the hell? Something's gone funny with this. Didn't like that. Okay, so you've got to get the right number of sevens, but you can't see the password as you type it in, so we just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're in. So if we do an ID, we can see we're user rock. Say who am I? We're user rock. Alright, so we're logged in as SSH to the target. We can do a uname dash A, and we can see we've got what kernel version we have. We can do cat SCT password, and we can see the users on the machine. We've got rock, and we've got root. We can do a sudo-l to see if we can use privilege escalation. There's no sudo on the machine. Alright, so open this again. No, not that. Close that. So what is the first command executed by user rock? So if we do an ls, nothing, where are we? Print working directory. We're in home rock at the moment. We've got bash history here. So we can view the bash history. So if we do a cat bash history, and we see the first command issued is bash history. So I guess that's the answer. I think that's the answer anyway. What is the first command executed by user rock? Anyway, I think that's the right answer, is the history. So that's about it for that one. So we'll do another warm up soon. So have a good one. See you later.